Are we all set, Julie?
Yes, you can. Yep, you've got
Okay.
a quorum and you've got two alternates. I don't see Lorenzo yet, but feel free to start whenever you want.
Okay. So would we have not had a quorum, I would have seated one of the alternates. But since we don't have we have a quorum. Do we have five members on the quorum, or how many members do we have on for tonight? Regular members.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think actually we have 6, right?
Yeah, no, the regular members we should have five, and we have two alternates. So if all regular members are on, then I will just go forward with the way the composition of members and alternates is right now. Okay, well, having said all that, let me call the meeting to order for the March 10th meeting, 2022. And to follow the schedule, I'd like to have a identification of the members, and it doesn't matter who starts.
Deirdre
Munson,
Dilley.
Vice.
Sorry. Go ahead, Bob.
Bob Munson, Vice Chair.
Peter Phillips, Chair.
Deirdre Daly, Secretary.
Elaine Craftsick, member.
Chris Cody, member.
Lorenzo Gaudioso, alternate.
And we have Michael Feldman and also
We have Alfonso as a guest.
okay, all right. Okay, I think we're good on that. I would like to now go to the approval of the minutes from December 9th, 2021, since we've canceled the first two meetings of the year. We didn't have any business to conduct. And could I have a motion? Did everyone have a chance to read the minutes, first of all?
Yes.
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 And I have a motion to accept the minutes as written.
Chris Cody, I'll make a motion to accept the minutes for December 9th, 2021.
Deirdre Daly, I second.
Sorry.
Okay, that wasn't me. So, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Okay. Now, a little explanation on our new business. It's a regulation that even the planning commission didn't know about, only because we never had to address it in my 12 years. So there is a regulation that requires a rear lot to get a special permit from zoning. Zoning has to refer that rear lot to the planning commission, like an 824 referral. They simply accept the referral and act in the affirmative that we received the referral. Now, this lot is obviously, and you probably will know that once you look at it, is in the subdivision, the Woods subdivision. Now, let me just point out that our accepting the referral in no means that we're approving the subdivision. What will happen is that once we accept the referral, it will go back to zoning. They then have to have a public hearing and then approve the rear lot. Now, why it was set up that way is beyond me, because it all should be done as a one deal once the subdivision is referred to planning, but that's how it was done some years ago. Now, there's a reason for it. I don't want to get into it, but the fact is that's how it was set up, and it was sanctioned by our legal people, and so we have it. We have, in my experience, the last 12 years, we never had to use it, only because we never had a situation just like this. So here we are. So if you can we get that screen up, Julie, on that lot?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I get in there.
Okay, take your time.
I skipped over it.
I guess I just ruined my record of a 5-minute meeting. This will take a little longer. Okay.
Would you like this one or the other?
No, I think, well, do you have one for Chestnut Lot?
Not for just that lot.
Okay.
Maybe I do.
I
No.
thought they had for just a lot because, but the other one is fine too. The real lot, well, that's the original subdivision, so that really is not going to give us anything to look at as far as the real lot is concerned. The subdivision now has frontage lots, and half of the land of that subdivision now is one real lot. Now, once that's approved by zoning, I don't know what they're going to approve because it's just a matter of signing off on it. And it has to go to public hearing, so there's going to be again the waiting time period that's required after the public hearing took place. It has to be filed in or set into place in the newspapers, as they all have to do after every public hearing. And at that point, it can be referred to planning for final approval of the subdivision only if all items that planning commission and subdivision regulations require have been met, and some other issues that have to be corrected. But so the bottom line is that we're simply accepting the referral from zoning to planning as it is written in the regulation that they should do that. And then once they have done that, they can go forward with the approval process for the special permit, which is required under the regulation that I read for the first time about a month or so ago. So, by the way, that regulation we will change. We're going to work on it. If this is all done, we'll work on it so we don't have that same dilemma again in the future. There's no reason for this. All should be handled in the final process with after zoning signs off on the whole subdivision. It should come to planning, and we then act in our capacity of the planning commission based on all the subdivision regulations that we have to adhere to. So anyway, that's how exciting it's going to get tonight. So I have to really ask for a motion to accept the to accept planning commission's referral to us of that real lot for their action to go further.
Peter, it's Michael. Just a question in terms of the scope of a review, or is there a review here? Or are we just saying we received it, thank you very much, now go forward with it?
Well, our review will take place after the zoning commission has approved that real lot. See, that's just a dilemma that I have with this. So it's not a problem. All we're doing tonight is accepting the referral from zoning to planning, which, as it is spelled out in the regulation. Now, once they get it back, they'll go through the process of approving that special permit for that lot. It's kind of a no-brainer, but that they have to go to a public hearing, and they have to go through a process of placing in a newspaper, waiting. I think it's 15 days, and then they can sign off on it. At that point, it is up to the client or to the owners to submit the final subdivision package to us for approval, which means they have to meet all the requirements that we have under our subdivision regulations. And if they have them, and we could actually ask for another public hearing, but that's going to be debated and looked upon once we see the final application for that subdivision.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Is somebody ask a question? I hear some.
This is Chris Cody. I'll make a motion to accept this application and resubmit it for referral and submit it to the zoning commission for review.
Okay.
I second the motion, Colleen Crofsick.
Okay, so the motion is that we're accepting the referral from zoning to planning, and it was placed by Christine Cody and seconded by Pauline. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, that was unanimous. And that ends the wonderful presentation of tonight's meeting. Does anyone have any further questions about the meeting format or anything that has something to do with our agenda that we have before us? I don't.
thing is, just making sure that from here on in, we're meeting in person.
Well, the plan is that our next meeting is going to be in person, but also simultaneously it will be on Zoom. So anyone can select to either enter to the meeting via Zoom or come to the meeting in person. So, and follow proper distance and seating and so on. But that's pretty much what the plan is right now.
But
So
it's still,
I expect the next time we can shake hands once we see each other. So that's
even if they're coming to the meeting by Zoom, they can't just start chewing the fat, right?
well, no, unless they're on the agenda.
Correct.
I mean, these are
No,
public meetings as we have tonight. I believe some members of the public that's listening in, and that's the way it should be. That's the way it's got to be.
Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
no, that's as long as they're on the agenda. I just don't want to hear a bunch of squawking in the background.
Well, okay. We'll make that a point at
So
the next meeting.
Bob, I can't bring my chickens?
No,
Excuse me, everybody.
no,
Let me make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. The meeting is over, and if there's anything that you need to, well, I guess the meeting is done. I thank everyone for being here tonight, and I hope the next meeting we all have is going to be a little more exciting, and which is probably going to be acting on a subdivision approval, and that certainly will be more active, and there will be more questions, and I'm looking forward to it. Other
Okay.
than that, it was just an extreme pleasure seeing you all.
Be safe,
And,
everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, look forward to
Be
seeing
safe.
everyone in
Aye.
person.
See you next month.
Okay. Good night,
Bye
everyone.
all.
Good night,
Good night.
thanks.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye-bye.
all right.